Leading up to this, I have been trying to take advantage of trainings that the different schools I work at offer, like equitable grading practices and equitable syllabi practices and curriculum, and joining Anti-Racist Task Force. But I felt like what was missing was, here's just some concrete steps you can use, and here's how we can help you do that.
I have been doing equity work, but way before we started talking about anti-racism in the form of anti-bias. And I actually really like that we're calling it what it is now, anti-racism, because I think it's much more honest and transparent.
The participants were in a 4-week intensive asynchronous online course that Joy and I co-facilitated. And the culminating event was for them to create an action plan for the spring 2021 semester, because the idea was to take action right now and have impact right now.
I know that there's more work to be done, and it has improved my knowledge, given me a louder voice to be able to move and be more intentional in this work.
From the outset of the course, my co-developer and co-facilitator, Kim Gruey, and I wanted to build a sense of community. We knew that discussing the topics of racism and anti-racism would require a great deal of vulnerability, and it would require participants and facilitators alike to get comfortable with being uncomfortable quickly.
You know, I think for me, especially teaching in rural California, teaching first-generation immigrant students, students who, you know, come from incredibly underserved and marginalized communities, like, I knew that anti-racist pedagogy would only make my teaching better.
Working in the California community colleges is astounding. There are over 100 community colleges. We serve over 2 million students a year, and 25% of all community college students in the U.S. Attend one of our colleges. So if you want to make a change, boy, this is the place to do it.
I am blown away by the opportunities our participants have identified to infuse anti-racism and open pedagogy in their courses. It's especially heartening to learn how many faculty have not only adopted OER, but really embraced OER by immediately revising existing texts to make them more anti-racist.
I'm using a lot more of the students' voice in the class so that, you know, not only can they see themselves represented in the authors that I'm choosing, but they become the authors. It's a writing class. I need to let them know that they are the writers that other people can see, and that's important.
I didn't realize when I pulled together the readings that were all about, you know, these negative stereotypes for people of color, that only one of the articles was written by a person of color, right? I was looking for the credibility of the publication and the news outlet, but I wasn't really looking into the individuals. And so that's one of the steps that I've added.
One of the questions that we were trying to answer with the OFAR program was, can faculty use open pedagogy to make their classroom anti-racist? And is it possible to do that in all disciplines?
What I was really excited about personally was the open pedagogy part. It's basically, instead of deciding, okay, this is your task, you do this for me, you get these points and that's it, that's the final transaction. It's more like, help me create the class, be part of the class, be connected to me. And know that you matter. You matter enough that I'm going to use your examples in the fall, which I'm going to totally do.
So I'm really hoping to take a lot of the lessons that I've learned from the OFAR as sort of, how do I get more of my local faculty, and many of them are part-time or adjunct faculty, supported and involved.
And I'll close by just saying too, like, there's a kind of misnomer about anti-racist pedagogy, like what it really is. And sometimes that's controlled by people who are not interested in anti-racist pedagogy. So I view myself coming out of this program as that, like, I have the tools and the skill sets to engage in productive conversations around those issues, and to show faculty what it really is and how it can make a difference in the lives of students.